It's 10 trivia questions from a confidence round where you write down all your answers, rank them 1 through 10. 10's the highest, 1's the lowest for 55 points if you're keeping track at home. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show, and thanks for leaving iTunes reviews. We're up to 352 of them, and most of them are 5 stars, but every once in a while, you get one that's not 5 stars. So I got 2 5-star reviews to read to you, and then I have a 1-star review to read, which we haven't gotten in a while, but I like to share them all. Here we go. This one's from John 4183 on 5/13/22. It says, great show. After hearing Ryan and Brian Breaker's You Know This Is Fake podcast, I had to check out this show, and I love trivia. He's extremely funny. I enjoyed the show greatly, and I am binge watching or listening to the show, I guess, each and every night at work. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you, John. Very nice of you. Thanks for checking out Brian Breaker's show, too. And everybody listening, go check out the Brian Breaker podcast called You Know It's Fake, Right? Especially if you like wrestling. He's a former NXT wrestler in WWE and a good friend of mine. This next one, 5-star review from a bunch of letters in the middle row of a keyboard. ASCHFHDK, and they said 5 stars, 5/10, 2022. Great trivia, awesome trivia show, good questions. He makes it fun and quick. Thank you, person who jammed on their keyboard. That was very nice of you. This one is from Music is Life, 212, 5/12, 2022. 1 star, mispronunciations aplenty. If you refer to yourself as a fan of Monty Python and that you like the film Monty Python and the Holy Grail, you should know the knights who say knee is not, I'll put it how I said it. The knights who say nigh is not pronounced nigh like Bill Nye, but knee. So many of these episodes feature errors in pronouncing of their are statements. Like, I think that's one of them. UGH. So I'm sorry, Music is Life, that I mispronounced the knights of knee. And I will give a little bit of explanation for that. Saw Monty Python and the Holy Grail maybe once, twice, 3 times from 6th to 8th grade. Kind of when you get into that stuff, at least around Chicago where I grew up, somebody was like, hey, have you ever seen this? And I was like, oh, no, this is good. And then I saw Spam-A-Lot in high school, the live show. And I've seen parts of the other movies. So when I say I'm a big fan, that's the full... That's my full bullet points of anything to do with Monty Python. I've never seen Flying Circus. I think saying you're a big fan of something doesn't always necessarily make you a big fan, meaning you know everything or remember how to pronounce everything, or even a key part of that movie, which it sounds like you really, really like, especially that part. Here's another example. I'm a big fan of beer, but there's a million beers I would probably never know how to pronounce. And I get this as a trivia show, and people that listen to trivia shows, they want accuracy, they want facts, and they want the things that they like to be represented in the right way. So I totally get it. On the other hand, I don't know anything that I would be like, I have to leave a review about that. If somebody pronounced something wrong, like if I'm a wrestling fan, if somebody pronounced The Undertaker, The Undertaker, I would just be like, oh, that was an interesting way that they said that. But I get it. I totally understand. So I apologize for saying that wrong. And I will have to do a thorough viewing now of Monty Python and the Holy Grail to make sure I get all of the information accurately. But I do encourage all reviews. If there's something you don't like about the show or there is something you love about the show, leave that review all of the same. It's just part of how the world works these days. We're going to jump into 10 questions on confidence round, and we'll see what I butcher in pronunciations coming up here in just a second. Here we go. All right, it's confidence round. Totally random questions. If you're playing along at home, write them down, rank them 1 through 10. 10's the highest, 1's the lowest. Here's number 1. What word is both a small piece of butter and something you can get on your back? Number 1. What word is both a small piece of butter and something you can get on your back? Number 2. What was the name of the parrot Gilbert Gottfried voiced in Aladdin? What was the name of the parrot Gilbert Gottfried voiced in Aladdin? Number 3, the name of what ethnic celebration derives from the Aramaic and Hebrew words respectively for son and commandment? Number 3. Number 4, in 1998, engineer Stephen L. Davis pled guilty to charges that he stole trade secrets from what Boston-based razor and shaving supplies company? What company was that? Number 4. Number 5, in what decade were Julius and Ethel Rosenberg executed by the U.S. government for spying on behalf of the Soviet Union? Number 5. Number 6, what iconic stadium was demolished in 2009 to make parking for Citi Field? Number 7, in a car engine, the connecting rods transfer the up and down motion of what parts to the crankshaft? What parts to the crankshaft? Number 7. Number 8, cyanide is said to have the odor of a bitter version of what nut? Cyanide is said to have the odor of a bitter version of what nut? Number 9, who is the second season winner of American Idol? Second season winner of American Idol. And number 10, which character on Modern Family grew up on a farm? Which character on Modern Family grew up on a farm? No bonus question on the confidence round episodes, so just 10 of them to go and 10 answers to still reveal. We'll be right back after this. Back with the answers to confidence round. You could have scored 55 points at one of my live nights or right in your home or car by writing down your answers, ranking them 1 through 10. 10's the highest, 1's the lowest. Here's number 1. What word is both a small piece of butter and something you get on your back? Tattoo? No. It's a pat on the back, and a pat of butter, P-A-T, number 1. Number 2, what was the name of the parrot Gilbert Gottfried voiced in Aladdin? Iago. The late, great Gilbert Gottfried voiced Iago. Number 3, the name of what ethnic celebration derives from the Aramaic and Hebrew words, respectively, for son and commandment? That is bar mitzvah. Number 3, bar mitzvah. I have a question. Why do we have to say the word respectively when asking trivia questions or giving statements sometimes? They'll be like, like this one, the name of what ethnic celebration derives from the Aramaic and Hebrew words, respectively, for son and commandment. Couldn't you just say that without saying respectively? Somebody send me an email on why we use respectively in certain contexts. Number 4, in 1998, engineer Stephen L. Davis pled guilty to charges that he stole trade secrets from Gillette, Boston-based razor and shaving supplies company Gillette. Number 5, in what decade were Julius and Ethel Rosenberg executed by the U.S. government for spying on behalf of the Soviet Union? That would be the 1950s, about 70 years back. Number 5, 50s. Number 6, what iconic stadium was demolished in 2009 to make parking for Citi Field? Shea Stadium. Shea Stadium. Number 7, in a car engine, the connecting rods transfer the up and down motion of what parts to the crankshaft? Pistons. Number 7, like the Detroit Pistons. Number 8, cyanide is said to have the odor of a bitter almond. Bitter almonds, cyanide. If you've been poisoned, smell it first. Number 9, who was the second season winner of American Idol? Ruben Studdard. You don't hear too much about Ruben Studdard these days. Kelly Clarkson, doing great. Number 10, which character on Modern Family grew up on a farm? Cam, of Mitch and Cam. Cameron always has references to living on a farm. He says, sometimes you had to slaughter your friends. I think is one of the quotes, or kill the friends. See, I'm a big fan of Modern Family, but I don't remember that exact quote. Something about you have pigs as friends, but sometimes you have to eat them or kill them. So there you go. Number 10, Cameron. And that is your episode. Thanks for playing along. I forgot to give you the Family Feud challenge, so I'll give that to you real quick. We have name a movie about a natural disaster, top 5 on the list. And your movies are as follows. Number 5, San Andreas with The Rock from a few years back. 6 people said that. The Day After Tomorrow. 9 people said that. 2012 with John Cusack. 11 people said that one. Twister. 25 people. And Earthquake. 35 people. That's crazy. That movie came out a long time ago. I think people would say Twister over Earthquake, but that's just me. And those are your top 5 answers about movies that were natural disasters. And we have your fact of the day. The fact of the day is Jamie Lee Curtis is Jake Gyllenhaal's godmother. That'd be cool. Give him a cool Halloween-related gift every year for his birthday. Jamie Lee Curtis, Jake Gyllenhaal's godmother. That is your episode. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. And we'll see you next time for more trivia with Boods. Cheers.